Scripps News Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joins me now live from our D.C. newsroom. And Joe, while the government reopening is huge, what is significant about newly released files from the House Oversight Committee now that they are going to be back in session?
Well, good morning, Holly. This story breaking this morning in Washington from the House Oversight Committee, the Democratic side of the House Oversight Committee. Congressman Robert Garcia, who leads the Oversight Committee, posting on social media just a few moments ago, Oversight Dems have released serious and disturbing emails today, Congressman Garcia says, about the Trump and Epstein relationship. An email from Epstein alleges Trump spent hours at my house with a victim. We won't stop until we end this White House cover-up. This is one of the files released. It says, the highlighted part, of course he knew. This part goes on, I want you to realize that the dog hasn't barked is Trump. They retracted the victim's name here, but victim spent hours at my house, and this is continuing to go on. Again, some of the documents. I want to read real quickly again what was said in these recently released files. I think it's important, some of the noteworthy quotes. One, of course he knew about the girls, as he asked Ghislaine to stop. I want you to realize that the dog that hasn't barked is Trump is another noteworthy quote that you see highlighted there. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. So again, some references to President Trump in the Epstein files. Important to note the sourcing here coming from the House Oversight Committee. The Democrats on that committee, the House Oversight Committee, previously subpoenaing, requesting thousands, tens of thousands of files from the Department of Justice as this investigation continues. President Trump has long denied any wrongdoing. President Trump has long said that this investigation, this insinuation that there's some connection between Jeffrey Epstein and President Trump is a hoax, is a scam. This goes back many, many years now. But again, we have new information emerging from the House Oversight Committee. And Holly, this question of Jeffrey Epstein, it's only going to intensify in the days ahead, really for a multitude of reasons. And really Exhibit 1A will be the Congress being back after a close to a 50-day government shutdown.
Yeah, so explain why Epstein's only going to be more prevalent in the coming days.
Yeah. Well, Congresswoman-elect Grijalva of Arizona has been waiting to be sworn in. I know this sounds like a separate story, but the two are connected. She was elected in a special election on September 19th. She hasn't been sworn in yet. She's expected to be sworn in today, ending a saga that many Democrats in Arizona especially been frustrated with, but Democrats across Washington have been frustrated with. Why is this swearing in connected to the Epstein saga? Well, she would be the final necessary signature needed for a discharge petition in the U.S. House of Representatives to force a vote on the House on the release of Epstein files. This is a vote that many Republicans in Washington have been trying to avoid. There has been speculation that this is why she hasn't been sworn in after so many weeks after her election, that it's because she was the final signature here. Important to provide the full context that Speaker Mike Johnson says it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's the fact that he believed that she always should have been sworn in when there's a full House in session, the pomp and circumstance of having an active government. But again, that has been out there throughout the day. Again, reaction to these emails continuing to pour in this morning, and a number of Democrats using this as an opportunity to really pounce, right? There's politics here. Representative James Walkinshaw saying, quote, read the emails yourself. It's all right there in black and white. What else are the president and congressional Republicans still hiding? So Democrats are creating certainly more noise this morning with this story. Republicans continue to say this is a hunt to try to connect Trump and damage President Trump's credibility. We're obviously standing by for a more formal reaction from President Trump and from the White House. But new emails on this story, Holly, that has been in the news for years and years and years, and it's only going to intensify in the days ahead.
Yeah, and we know that White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is going to have a press conference this afternoon at 1 p.m. I'm pretty sure that topic will come up. We will listen for that because we're going to carry it here live. Scripps News Deputy Political Director Joe St. George for us, as always. Thank you, Joe.